In a world where only the extraordinary endures, one name stands above the rest: Rolls-Royce. Born from a relentless pursuit of perfection, this marque became the gold standard of luxury and innovation. Every detail is a testament to craftsmanship and vision, from the iconic Spirit of Ecstasy to opulent interiors. For over a century, Rolls-Royce has been the choice of visionaries, leaders, and legends. This is not just a car, it is a symbol of achievement, a rolling masterpiece. Join us as we unveil the surprising origins and enduring legacy of Rolls-Royce, where timeless excellence meets unrivaled innovation. Rolls-Royce, the name speaks volumes. It is a statement of ultimate luxury. For over a century, this iconic brand has defined automotive engineering. The Spirit of Ecstasy mascot signifies something special, a masterpiece of design and a legacy built on perfection. The opulent interiors create an experience. Brought to life by skilled artisans, each vehicle is a work of art. The world's most influential people choose Rolls-Royce. It is a rolling sanctuary. The brand has become a global benchmark, synonymous with success and achievement, earned through decades of relentless innovation to take the best that exists and make it better. The result is a car that feels timeless, becoming part of a tradition of excellence, a global icon of luxury, an uncompromising pursuit of perfection. We must uncover the surprising origins of this legendary name. The story of Rolls-Royce begins with grit and determination, rooted in the working-class spirit of industrial Britain. Henry Royce, a self-taught engineer, and Charles Rolls, an aristocratic visionary, shared a dream to build the best motor car in the world. Their partnership transformed motoring and aviation, proving that greatness can come from anywhere. It's a testament to innovation and building the best. Henry Royce's journey began on the factory floor. His early life taught him the value of hard work and instilled a deep sense of responsibility. The world became his classroom, and he had a natural talent for understanding how things worked. He started his own business, F.H. Royce & Company, making electrical items. Royce's philosophy, whatever is rightly done, however humble, is noble, guided his relentless perfectionism. His focus turned to motor cars after being unimpressed with a second-hand French car. He famously declared he would build his own, setting out to create a motor car that would meet his exacting standards of perfection. Charles Stuart Rolls was born into immense wealth and privilege. Educated at Eton and Cambridge, he was fascinated by engines and speed. He bought his first car at 18, becoming an early motoring enthusiast and renowned racing driver. Rolls opened one of London's first car dealerships. Frustrated by selling foreign cars, he sought a British manufacturer to rival Continental models. Rolls was also a pioneering aviator, always looking for the next frontier. This search for excellence led him to a meeting with Henry Royce. The stage was now set for one of history's most important partnerships. On one side, there was Henry Royce, the meticulous engineer quietly building his first cars in his Manchester factory. He had created a vehicle of exceptional quality, far superior to his old Decoville. He had built 3 prototypes of his Royce 10 horsepower car. On the other side was Charles Rolls, the aristocratic salesman, desperately searching for a high-quality British car to sell in his London showroom. Their worlds were about to collide, thanks to a man named Henry Edmonds. Edmonds was a friend of Rolls and a director at Royce's company. He had seen Royce's new car and was incredibly impressed by its smooth and quiet running. He knew it was exactly what Charles Rolls was looking for, so he arranged a meeting. On the 4th of May, 1904, Charles Rolls travelled to Manchester. He was sceptical at first, having been disappointed by British cars before. He met Royce at the Midland Hotel. The two men were complete opposites. Royce was older, reserved, and dressed as a working engineer. Rolls was young, flamboyant, and a member of the upper class. But they shared a language that transcended social divides, the language of engineering excellence. Royce took Rolls for a drive in his new 10-horsepower car. Rolls was astonished. The car was unlike anything he had ever experienced. It was incredibly quiet. The 2-cylinder engine ran with a smoothness that was unheard of at the time. There was a complete lack of vibration. Royce had engineered every component to perfection, eliminating the noise and rattles that plagued other cars. Charles Rolls, the experienced motorist and racing driver, knew instantly that he had found what he was looking for. This was not just a good car, it was a revolutionary one. It was the best car he had ever seen. The deal was struck almost immediately. Rolls returned from the test drive and famously declared, "I have found the greatest engineer in the world." He knew this was the car that could build an empire. He agreed to sell every car that Royce could make. There was just one condition. The cars would not be called Royce cars. They would bear a new name, one that combined the talents of both men. They would be called Rolls-Royce. That simple handshake at the Midland Hotel marked the birth of a legend. It was the moment that the engineer and the visionary joined forces to create the best car in the world. The car that so impressed Charles Rolls was the Royce 10 horsepower. This was the first vehicle to emerge from Henry Royce's pursuit of perfection. He had started with his French de Decauville, but he did not simply copy it. He examined every part, redesigning and improving it. He used better materials and applied more precise manufacturing techniques. His goal was to create a car defined by quality, not by compromise. The result was a machine that set a new standard for the era. It was a testament to his belief that if you wanted something done right, you had to do it yourself. Every detail was scrutinized. The engine was a small two-cylinder unit, but Royce's genius was in the details. He used a more advanced ignition system and engineered a superior carburetor of his own design. Most importantly, he balanced the crankshaft with meticulous care. This dramatically reduced the vibration that made other cars of the time so uncomfortable to drive. The chassis was stronger and more durable. The gears were quieter and smoother. Royce obsessed over the small things that other manufacturers ignored. He was not interested in mass production. He was interested in creating an engineering masterpiece, and the 10 horsepower was his first canvas. When Charles Rolls agreed to sell these cars, the Rolls-Royce brand was born. The agreement was formalized in December 1904. Royce would continue to manufacture the cars in Manchester, and Rolls would handle the exclusive sales from his showroom in London. The first Rolls-Royce cars were displayed at the Paris Salon later that year, causing quite a sensation. The range included 2, 3, 4 and 6-cylinder models. They were marketed with a simple, powerful slogan, "The best car in the world." It was a bold claim, but one that the company was determined to live up to. The quality of the engineering spoke for itself. The partnership was a perfect blend of skills. Royce was the engineering genius hidden away in his workshop, constantly striving for mechanical perfection. Rolls was the charismatic showman and astute businessman, providing the public face for the brand and giving it an air of sophistication and glamour. Together they laid the foundation for a company that would become a global icon. The Royce 10 horsepower was just the beginning. It was the first step on a long road, proving that the vision of two very different men could come together to create something truly extraordinary and timeless. The early days of Rolls-Royce were anything but easy. Henry Royce, obsessed with perfection, demanded silence and smoothness in every car. He personally inspected every part, often rejecting entire batches that didn't meet his standards. This slowed production and strained finances, frustrating Charles Rolls and risking the company's future. But Royce's relentless pursuit paid off. Their early models stunned the public with their quietness and refinement. In an era of noisy, rattling cars, a Rolls-Royce was a sanctuary of calm. This struggle for mechanical perfection set Rolls-Royce apart. Their cars became known not just for luxury, but for engineering brilliance. The foundation was laid for a legend, one built on grit, innovation, and an uncompromising vision. The revolution had begun. In the early 1900s, reputation was earned on the road, not in advertisements. Rolls-Royce entered the grueling Scottish reliability trials to prove their mettle. Their car conquered the punishing Highlands, outlasting rivals and never faltering. This victory was a turning point, proof that Rolls-Royce cars were as tough as they were refined. Charles Rolls made sure the world heard about it, cementing the brand's reputation for durability. The triumph silenced skeptics and attracted discerning customers. Rolls-Royce would continue to dominate trials, each win reinforcing their engineering supremacy. The legend was growing, mile by mile. Royce wasn't satisfied with success, he wanted the ultimate car. In 1906, he created the 40/50th horsepower chassis, featuring a revolutionary 6-cylinder engine. Every detail was engineered for silence and reliability. The result was the Silver Ghost. In 1907, the Silver Ghost completed a 15,000-mile trial without a single involuntary stop. The world was astonished. This was the best car ever built. Rolls-Royce focused solely on the Silver Ghost, making it the company's flagship. The Silver Ghost legend endured for decades, a symbol of perfection. Royce's relentless standards had created an icon. The Silver Ghost wasn't just a car, it was a statement. The pursuit of excellence had paid off. The Silver Ghost's triumph came at a steep cost for Henry Royce. His obsession with perfection led to exhaustion and illness. Forced to step back, Royce continued to design from his sickbed, reviewing every blueprint sent from the factory. This unique arrangement allowed him to guide Rolls-Royce engineering for decades, even as his health failed. Royce's resilience became part of the company's legend. His mind and willpower overcame physical limits. The price of perfection was high, but his legacy endured. Rolls-Royce's greatness was built on both struggle and survival. The quest for excellence never wavered. With the Silver Ghost's success, Rolls-Royce turned to a new frontier, aviation. As war loomed, the British government needed reliable aero engines. Royce, initially hesitant, accepted the challenge and designed the Eagle, a powerful, smooth V12 engine. Drawing on his automotive expertise, he engineered the Eagle for strength, lightness, and reliability. The Eagle outperformed all Allied rivals, powering key aircraft in World War I. In less than a year, Rolls-Royce had revolutionized aviation. The company's reputation soared from the road to the sky. The Eagle marked the birth of Rolls-Royce's aerospace legacy. Perfection was now a matter of life and death, and Rolls-Royce delivered. The legend expanded beyond wheels. With war underway, Rolls-Royce shifted its entire focus to building aero engines. The Derby factory stopped car production, turning out thousands of engines for the Allies. The Eagle became the workhorse, powering bombers and flying boats. Rolls-Royce engines were renowned for reliability. Pilots trusted them with their lives. By war's end, half of Allied aircraft flew with Rolls-Royce power. The company emerged as the world's leading aero engine maker. Wartime innovation transformed Rolls-Royce, feeding back into its legendary cars. The dual legacy of land and air was born: excellence, whatever the challenge. After the war, the world looked for new challenges. One of the greatest prizes was to be the first to fly non-stop across the Atlantic Ocean. Captain John Alcock and Lieutenant Arthur Whitten Brown decided to make the attempt in a modified Vickers-Vimy bomber with two Rolls-Royce Eagle engines. On June 14, 1919, they took off from St. John's, Newfoundland. After 16 hours and 28 minutes, they spotted the coast of Ireland. They had crossed the Atlantic. It was a monumental moment, with the two Rolls-Royce engines performing flawlessly. This cemented the legend of Rolls-Royce aero engines. With peace restored, Rolls-Royce returned to building what they proudly called the best car in the world. In 1925, Rolls-Royce unveiled its new model, the new Phantom. This car was a major step forward, taking all the lessons learned from the war. The Phantom was designed to create a new benchmark in automotive luxury and performance. The heart of the new Phantom was its new large-capacity six-cylinder engine. The Phantom was supplied as a rolling chassis only, allowing for an incredible variety of styles. The introduction of the Phantom 1 reaffirmed the company's position at the absolute peak of the automotive world. In 1929, the Phantom 2 was introduced. While the Phantom cemented Rolls-Royce's reputation, another challenge emerged. The Schneider Trophy, a prestigious air race, pushed aviation to its limits and became a matter of national pride. Great Britain needed an engine of unprecedented power and turned to Rolls-Royce. They developed the R engine, tuned to produce maximum horsepower. In 1929, it produced 1,900 horsepower, a staggering leap in technology. The British team won. By 1931, the R engine reached 2,350 horsepower. The Supermarine S.6B won the trophy outright and broke the world airspeed record. The R engine's legacy was immense. The knowledge gained would forge the legendary Merlin engine. It was the seed of a legend. Rolls-Royce's reputation for engineering excellence was cemented by its clientele. No endorsement carried more weight than that of the British royal family. The moment a Rolls-Royce became the chosen vehicle of the monarchy, it was elevated beyond a mere car, becoming an official emblem of state. The first Rolls-Royce officially adopted by the royal family was a Phantom 4, delivered to then Princess Elizabeth in 1950. This vehicle became a familiar sight, carrying the Queen to countless official engagements. It featured a specially raised rear seat and large windows, all designed to give the public the best possible view of their monarch. This royal patronage had a profound effect on the brand's image worldwide. To be the preferred car maker for the British monarchy was the ultimate seal of approval. When other royal families chose Rolls-Royce, they were aligning themselves with this powerful symbol. Royalty gave Rolls-Royce prestige, but celebrity made it a global icon. It became the ultimate status symbol for those at the top. Owning a Rolls-Royce was a public declaration. John Lennon famously painted his Phantom 5 in psychedelic style, shocking traditionalists. The car's image was equally powerful in cinema, becoming shorthand for wealth and power. From James Bond films to modern blockbusters, the car needed no introduction. This crossover to an icon of popular culture was crucial for the brand's enduring appeal. A key element in Rolls-Royce's ascent to becoming a symbol of luxury was its long-standing tradition of coach building. For much of its history, the company did not build complete cars. Instead, it provided a rolling chassis, the mechanical heart of the vehicle, including the engine, frame, and the iconic radiator. The customer would then engage a specialist coach builder to design and construct the bodywork. This process ensured that almost every Rolls-Royce was unique, a bespoke creation tailored precisely to the owner's tastes. It was the automotive equivalent of haute couture, turning a car into a personal statement of style and wealth. This practice gave rise to some of the most beautiful and extravagant car designs ever seen. Coach builders like Hooper, Park Ward, and H.J. Mulliner were true artisans, employing craftsmen skilled in working with wood, metal, and leather. They could create anything the client desired. An owner might request a sleek two-seater body for racing or a vast limousine with a glass division to separate the chauffeur from the passengers. Interiors could be fitted with cocktail cabinets, vanity mirrors, custom luggage, or even gold-plated fixtures. This level of personalization went far beyond choosing a paint color. It was about creating a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. The stories of bespoke Rolls-Royce cars are legendary. One Indian Maharaja, for example, ordered a fleet of cars specifically for hunting tigers, complete with gun racks and powerful searchlights. Another famous client, the artist Salvador Dali, reportedly filled his car with cauliflowers for a journey from Spain to Paris, simply because he admired their logarithmic shape. These eccentric and wonderful commissions added to the brand's mythology. They reinforced the idea that for a Rolls-Royce owner, the only limit was their own imagination. The car was a blank canvas upon which they could project their wildest dreams and grandest fantasies. Although the practice of separate coach building largely ended for mainstream models in the post-war era, the spirit of bespoke creation remains at the very heart of Rolls-Royce today. The company's modern bespoke department allows customers to personalize almost every aspect of their vehicle, from commissioning unique paint colors matched to a favorite flower to having intricate patterns stitched into the leather upholstery. This unwavering commitment to personalization ensures that each car is still a unique work of art. It is this dedication to bespoke perfection that elevates a Rolls-Royce from a simple mode of transport to a true symbol of individual luxury. The spirit of ecstasy adorns every Rolls-Royce radiator grille. This elegant figurine has become one of the most recognizable brand emblems in the world. She embodies the brand's core values: grace, speed, and silence. Commissioned in 1911, the mascot protects the cars from less elegant ornaments. Sculptor Charles Sykes conveyed the spirit of the Rolls-Royce car. The spirit of ecstasy is a masterpiece of craftsmanship. The figure is now retractable, designed to disappear smoothly. Ultimately, the spirit of ecstasy transforms a Rolls-Royce from a machine into a legend. She is the ultimate symbol of success. The story of Rolls-Royce is a testament to the human spirit. It started with two very different men, united by a singular vision. Henry Royce brought an uncompromising dedication to engineering perfection, and Charles Rolls provided the flair. Together, they forged a new standard of excellence. Their legacy lies in their founding principle: to take the best that exists and make it better. This dual mastery of land and air is what makes the Rolls-Royce legacy so unique. The name Rolls-Royce has become a global adjective for the ultimate in quality. The legacy is built upon a foundation of tangible achievement. From a humble workshop to a global icon, the journey has been extraordinary. It shows that a relentless focus on quality can create a legacy that transcends time. Today, the spirit of Henry Royce and Charles Rolls is still very much alive. The company continues to operate at the cutting edge of both automotive and aerospace technology. In the world of aviation, Rolls-Royce is a leader in creating quieter, cleaner, and more efficient jet engines that power the world's most advanced aircraft. The same relentless drive for innovation that created the Eagle and the Merlin now fuels the development of hybrid electric power and sustainable aviation fuels. The company is not just resting on its history, it is actively shaping the future of flight, ensuring its legacy continues to soar to new heights for the next century. On the automotive side, the commitment to bespoke luxury and silent, effortless performance remains absolute. Modern Rolls-Royce cars are still assembled by hand in Goodwood, England, by a team of dedicated artisans. They combine timeless design principles with state-of-the-art technology, creating a sanctuary on wheels that is unlike anything else on the road. The introduction of features like the Starlight headliner, which recreates a star-filled sky on the car's ceiling with hundreds of fiber-optic lights, shows that the capacity for wonder and delight is still a core part of the brand's DNA. This is not just transport, it is a personal experience of ultimate luxury. As the world moves towards a new era of mobility, Rolls-Royce is once again embracing the future. The company has committed to an all-electric future, a bold move that aligns perfectly with its historic pursuit of silent, smooth power. The first fully electric Rolls-Royce, the Spectre, proves that the transition to electric power does not mean a compromise in luxury or performance. In fact, the silent torque and seamless acceleration of an electric motor are the ultimate expression of the values that Henry Royce himself championed over a century ago. The brand is proving that true innovation means leading the way, not just following the trend. The journey of Rolls-Royce is a story that continues to unfold. It is a powerful narrative of transformation, of a legacy built on the twin pillars of human determination and engineering genius. From the first handshake in a Manchester hotel to the silent electric vehicles of tomorrow, the mission has remained the same. It is a timeless quest for perfection, an enduring symbol of British craftsmanship and a story of how two men's dream became an icon for the entire world. The spirit of ecstasy continues to lean into the future, a constant reminder that the pursuit of excellence is a journey with no final destination.